Welcome to Devotions Before Dawn. On this channel, we are dedicated to studying one chapter of the Bible at a time until we've studied all 1,189 chapters of the Bible. So make sure you're subscribed to join us on this journey. We have finished the book of Nehemiah, so enjoy this study of every chapter, every verse of the book of Nehemiah. Psalm chapter 10, starting in verse 1. Why, Lord, do you stand far off? Why do you hide yourself in times of trouble? Have you ever felt like that? Where are you, God? This is a time of trouble. I need you. Where are you? It reminds me of a time when our firstborn child was a baby, and at 6 months old, we took away her pacifier. No more pacifier. And I don't remember the exact age, but we decided she is crying every night over and over again, right when we put her down to bed. We put her down to bed, and she cries, and we go pick her up, and then she cries, and then we go pick her up, and then she cries, and we go pick her up. And we said, it's time for her to grow. We will be right there, but we're not going to go pick her up. We're going to let her cry herself to sleep. We will be outside of her room, right around the corner, but we want her to grow to the point where she knows it's okay. She can go to sleep. And so that first night was gut-wrenching. It was heartbreaking. We put her to bed, we prayed with her, she's in her crib, we said goodnight, we gave her kisses on her chubby little cheeks, and then we sat around the corner in the hallway, and sure enough, moments later she cried, and she cried, and she cried, and our hearts broke. We held each other's hand, waiting for her to fall asleep, and it was about 40 minutes, if I remember right, of her crying on and off, and then she fell asleep. And we went to bed, and she slept through the night. The next day we did the same thing, and it broke our hearts to hear her cry. We were just outside of her door, right around the corner. But we know this is good for her. She's going to grow. The second night was 12 or 13 minutes. She fell asleep, slept through the night. The third night, I remember, was 7 minutes. She fell asleep and slept through the night. And night 4, 5, 6, and all the way to this day, 19 years later, she doesn't cry herself to sleep. She goes to sleep in peace and in confidence. We were right there the whole time. We were right around the corner. We were there to swoop in if we needed to, but we were allowing her to grow. And you might not see it, and you might not always feel him, but the Lord is right there. He's not going to give you more than you can handle. He is right around the corner. And whatever reason he has a reason for being around that corner and letting you work through some things. That's the work of a good father. Verse 2, in his arrogance the wicked man hunts down the weak, who are caught in the schemes he devises. He boasts about the cravings of his heart. He blesses the greedy and rivals the Lord. There's a whole lot of that in the world today. Preying on the weak, people falling for their boasts and their schemes and wanting to be like them when they are evil and wicked, and they rival the Lord. Verse 4, in his pride the wicked man does not seek him. In all his thoughts there is no room for God. His ways are always prosperous. Your laws are rejected by him. He sneers at all of his enemies. He says to himself, nothing will ever shake me. He swears, no one will ever do me harm. His mouth is full of lies and threats. Trouble and evil are under his tongue. He lies in wait near the villages. From ambush he murders the innocent. His eyes watch in secret for his victims. Like a lion in cover, he lies in wait. He lies in wait to catch the helpless. He catches the helpless and drags them off in his net. His victims are crushed, they collapse, they fall under his strength. He says to himself, God will never notice. He covers his face and never sees. Arise, O Lord, lift up your hand, O God. Do not forget the helpless. Why does the wicked man rival God? Why does he say to himself, he will not call me to account? But you, God, see the trouble of the afflicted. You consider their grief and take it in hand. The victims commit themselves to you. You are the helper of the fatherless. Break the arm of the wicked man. Call the evildoer to account for his wickedness, that would not otherwise be found out. The Lord is king forever and ever. The nations will perish from his hand. You, Lord, hear the desire of the afflicted. You encourage them, and you listen to their cry, defending the fatherless and the oppressed, so that the mere earthly mortals will never again strike terror. God is going to come through in the end. We see it in this psalm as David looks around first, saying, God, where are you? Second, looking at the wicked and the evildoers who seem to thrive, and they have an arrogance about them, and they prey on the weak and the vulnerable, and they fool the masses. But the day will come when God will lift up his hand and break their arm and set the captive free. He is the helper to the fatherless, and he is right there, King forever and ever. You hear the desire of the afflicted. You listen to their cry, just like my wife and I right around the corner, listening to the cry of our daughter. But we knew we were building character in her, building strength in her, and if it became more than she could handle, we were literally right there doing nothing but listening to her. It was before the days of cell phones and social media. We literally just sat around the corner and listened to her until she fell asleep in peace. And the Lord is there. He is listening, and he will step in when the time is right, and he will bring deliverance supernaturally even when the time is right, and he will bring vengeance and punish the wicked in his timing. But until then, there are days and times and hours when we feel like, God, where are you? I'm throwing a fit right now. Where are you? And he is allowing you to grow. He is giving you that room to grow in confidence and strength, and the end result of that is peace. He says they will never again strike terror. This is Psalm chapter 10.